What's up, everyone, and welcome to the fourth quiz of the series. Now, this would have been the fifth quiz, but because I'll take the blame, I forgot to record the screen for the actual fourth quiz, so all that material was just...
And I won!
And Webster still didn't win, so he's kind of lucky that he got away with that one. But welcome back to the Sports Discourse. I'm Mateusz.
I'm Webster.
I'm Anthony.
And today we will continue on and hopefully correctly... Is it recording?
It's
recording. We're good to go. So Anthony's going to start off with a 7-minute quiz, and we're just going to talk about the AllStar Game and the AllStar break.
Okay.
Is it okay? So we're good. Okay. So the format. I liked it a lot better than previous, or I guess the only other way it has been done. So you want to talk about how you felt about the way that teams were chosen this year?
I really liked giving it that like backyard feel of picking teams. I thought that was really neat because I mean, whenever we played back in the day, you'd take like the two best players or the two most evenly matched players, whatever it has been, big, small, and you say you guys go pick teams. And so it kind of brought it back to like those childhood days. So I enjoyed that. I wish it would have been on TV.
Yep. I think it will be from now on. I think if they continue.
Yeah, I think it was really popular amongst the players because I thought it was sweet seeing Russell Westbrook play with LeBron James. So what was your favorite part about AllStar Weekend?
I'm gonna be honest. I like the skills challenge because I like that they didn't take the biggest name guys. And then you had someone like Spencer Dinwiddie just come out of nowhere and just destroy everyone every single round. And I think that was a lot of fun to watch. I think I was a bit disappointed with the three-point contest, especially in the first round. I think a lot of guys underperformed.
Yeah.
And then the dunk contest, I think just we've seen so many dunks. The problem is I think it's just really hard to be wowed by something anymore because like they've given out so many 50s. It's like, how do you really differentiate now what is a 40 and a 50? Because everything, like we've seen everything, and it's hard to do new things.
Would you have given Donovan Mitchell the trophy over Larry Nance if you were the deciding vote here?
Maybe. I think Mitchell got shat on a lot for that Carter dunk, but I don't think it was as bad as some people were saying it. I think Carter just did it so well.
I think when you try to replicate one of the greatest dunkers of all time, and you try to hype it up like he hyped it up, I think automatically it's never gonna be as great. And didn't think it was enough to win it. I thought it was a nice maybe that's an opening round dunk as a tribute to Vince.
Yeah, but not your final.
Not your final. I think the final dunk of Larry Nance. I'd never seen that done before. So. I did enjoy seeing Devin Booker catch fire.
He went off.
He could shoot.
Oh, I mean, if you put up 70 points in Boston, you've got a special talent on your hands.
So out of the original All-Star selection, let's just play everyone was healthy. Who was the biggest snub for you in either conference? You had to pick one person that was the biggest snub in either.
Okay, and we're not considering Dragic and
Paul
Walker
George Paul George. It was just the original selections. Who that was left out should have been in that group?
I'm down to Chris Paul, Paul George, and Dragic as those would be my three that initially should have made it in. Chris Paul, I can understand the argument for the amount of games played, which I think he missed 12-ish.
Yeah, he missed something.
Yeah.
Like that.
So I don't know. I felt like maybe I'd go with Paul George, but it's tough because the Western Conference is just stacked with so many players that it's hard to really choose. But I don't know who was your snub.
I love Paul George. I love the OKC Thunder and what they're kind of doing with Westbrook. But my snub's gonna be Jokic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A small town. A smaller basketball club. I just thought that it could have been something. I thought Golden State had way too many All-Stars. They didn't need 4. They were the number 2 team at that point. A second team doesn't need 4 All-Stars. I don't care how big their team is or what kind of star power they have. They didn't deserve 4 All-Stars.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if they were the number 1 seed, we could talk about it. But I thought that was a little overkill, especially with how dense or with how much talent really is in that Western Conference.
And I think team-wise and player-wise, I think Draymond Green is a very special player, and he's very good at what he does, and he's the perfect kind of glue man for that team. But that doesn't necessarily make you an all-star caliber player. And then, like you said, I didn't even think about Jokic, to be honest. I love his game a lot. I would be happy with Jokic replacing with Green in that lineup for sure.
One of my favorite things, and it's a guilty pleasure of mine, is to watch the NBA Celebrity All-Star Game.
Oh, jeez.
I just like it because I feel like it could be me out there one day.
Just be like, yeah.
Like I did something and I could be out there playing. I don't know. It's just like everyday people playing basketball with some older NBA players. I think that's just really sweet.
And then you could show off like, oh wow, this guy can actually shoot, or this guy can actually dribble, or like, just like
this guy sets a really good screen.
Yeah. That's about it, but they're damn good screens. Here we go. Whoop.
Be good, I think. All right, so Anthony, we were talking kind of about All-Star Weekend.
All right.
And we were just talking about kind of the all-star snub of the group, and kind of if you had to pick one player from the original group who was selected, who would that all-star be? Matt said he was between probably Paul George and Chris Paul leading the pack. I picked Jokic. I like his game. Matt agreed that it's not somebody you really think of.
Right.
Who would that person be for you?
I think that Chris Paul would be a good one because he's been there before a lot, and what they're doing together, him and James Harden on the Rockets, is amazing. But I understand he's not getting as much recognition, I guess, now. He's not like the guy on the team, and he was hurt. So I get why he wasn't picked. Another guy that I know Matt has talked about so much and everything is Ben Simmons. What he's been doing is pretty awesome, all things considered.
I should have mentioned Ben.
All things considered, that he can't really shoot very well.
And he still
And
dominates.
he's still getting the bucket. He's
Yeah.
getting his teammates involved. He's rebounding. The 6'10" point guard. He's left-handed. I think that makes you an all-star. He's a little better than everybody else. I mean, no bias here or anything.
So now, out of all the all-stars, and everyone that was selected as injury replacement, who was the worst all-star on either side?
I'd probably say Draymond.
Say Draymond?
Yeah.
Even over an Andre Drummond or a Kemba Walker.
I overheard Matt bring up Kemba Walker, and I can definitely see the argument for both of those guys too. But I think Andre Drummond has been playing a little better this year than previous years.
His free throw percentage has greatly improved.
And I think that you gotta have a true big man still, even though Andre Drummond's game isn't really what's considered good nowadays. It's more spread the floor, things like that. But the man dominates on the glass.
Yeah.
So for that alone, I would give him, injury replacement. I'm not mad about that. But yeah, I don't know. Draymond, I don't know what it is about Draymond. Like, when I think All-Star, I think stat sheets popping out to me. Like Drummond and rebounding. But Draymond really doesn't do anything amazing. He does everything good, but nothing like amazing. Defense, yes, he plays good defense, but that doesn't come up in the stat sheet.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to show on the stat sheet.
Nobody's watching the All-Star game for defense. So what did you feel? I didn't eavesdrop on that part of the conversation.
We didn't really get a chance to talk about who I thought was like the worst All-Star.
Okay.
Kind of who should have been in. I said Jokic, but I don't like Draymond. People say you like him when he's on your team. Maybe that's true, but I didn't think Golden State deserved 4 All-Stars. I didn't think him or Clay. Not saying they're not good, but I don't think they deserve to be represented that much.
Right.
I thought they could have gotten in a more diversity, like a Devin Booker possibly could have been in there.
Yeah.
Jokic could have been in there. I mean, we could continue to kind of play with other people who's played well. CJ McCollum, maybe.
Man, that game against the Bulls.
Yeah, and then you're looking if everyone's healthy. Kawhi Leonard is starting on an All-Star team.
Definitely.
I mean, then maybe LaMarcus doesn't make it to then, but LaMarcus is an All-Star. Kawhi is an All-Star. That West is just so deep.
Yeah.
And when you think of the East, it's like, well, this guy could be an All-Star.
Yeah.
Like Gorn, what he was doing was good, but is he necessarily? He's a really good player. Is he an All-Star? I don't know if I think Dragic All-Star. I think it would be destroyed by Derrick Rose.
Oh man, I miss those days.
So what did you think about players actually playing defense in the fourth quarter this year?
I like that, and they did that whole thing where they had been talking about Kobe and how Kobe took the All-Star game seriously, and when it came down to it, most of the players typically start trying a little more in the fourth quarter, but I definitely think it's fun to watch them actually try and have it be competitive at the end. Like, you're not just letting that guy go up and jam. You're not just parting the Red Sea for a guy, I like the competitive aspect, and I think that adds a lot to it.
I think what was really interesting is it was more of an incentive. I mean, these guys make a lot of money, most of them. I think Joel Embiid was the All-Star that's paid the least amount of money this season, but I think incentivizing him, I think it was like $100,000 for the winning team per player, and the losing side got $25,000. And then on top of that, the captains got to pick a charity that they wanted to donate to.
Yeah.
I think when they play for something more than them, I think specifically in the NBA, it seems like they're always playing for something more.
Yeah.
With them speaking out on whatever it may be, them voicing their opinion, I think the charity was a neat addition to what the All-Star game was, because it's like, okay, we're playing, but now we're playing for a charity.
Yeah, like you're playing for something.
There were local charities that were helping affect while being in the Los Angeles area, but it was local, was to them, and it gives kind of an incentive for other cities to want to host a game, because they could get a local charity that could have a nice payday, not a payday, but something that could really make an impact on whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good thing. Free Boban. Let him play.
And if you win this one, you can have 20 seconds to talk about Boban.
Okay, I'm not confident, but
fuck. Why didn't I put it in there? I was gonna put it in there. No! I'm such a dunce.
Right, I'm gonna go.
And so the All-Star game. The All-Star game. You know what I want them to bring back? Rather than making an All-Star jersey, have them wear the whites and the colors of their team.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have the all white or then the all colors.
Yeah.
I liked seeing that on the court versus the All-Star specific jerseys.
Yeah, I like that too.
But then again, you're not going to sell a lot of money or make a lot of money if you can't sell jerseys.
That's what it's all about.
But maybe throw like an All-Star patch on it or something, like that'd be something to do there. But if there's anything you guys will learn in this series, is that Boban Marjanovic is the most underappreciated player in the NBA's history.
Thank you. Let the man
I don't necessarily agree.
Let the man play.
I know Tobias Harris wants the man to play.
I'm just glad that they got to stay together.
Uh-huh.
They're my new favorite couple.
Who would you like to see in the dunk contest?
Boban.
You said Mom.
I did. That was the greatest setup I think in YouTube history. Why did I have a 3-point contest?
Boban.
Skills challenge.
Boban.
Oh, he would destroy the skills challenge. Lowry would have no chance against Boban.
Exactly. On a more serious note, dunk contest. I mean, Lowry actually, he's got some moves in practice and warm-ups.
And he's got the length.
Dunk.
He's got the length to
He can dunk.
He can dump like the best of them. He's got that length where those dumps just.
He can just. I can't speak. Who else would be just fun? Who's that? Like Chris Dunn can get up.
Yeah.
Sticking with the
Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah.
But those were the only two Bulls I like watching.
Giannis.
Giannis would be
probably
cool.
do a couple things.
I think Giannis could do something fun. I was always partial to the low guys though. Like Nate was cool when he was doing his thing. I like the low guys that can just leap.
Who is that right now in the league?
I think Dennis Smith Jr. in a little while
Yeah.
could do something cool.
Damian Lillard, he's only 6'1", I want to say.
Yeah.
He's not a little guy, but he's not,
He's not a big guy,
6'4",
yeah.
6'5". Donovan Mitchell's only 6'1", 6'2".
Donovan Mitchell can get up.
it.
Yeah. Again, I heard you guys talking about the whole Vince Carter thing and everything. As a big Vince Carter fan, I'm not.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I understand.
There's only a finite amount of dunks that you can do, and I think we might be approaching that level of where the creativity has to drop off at some point. But I don't know.
Struggling, Webster?
Yeah, I can't spell Stoudemire.
Hey, it's a tough name. Who else is fun to watch dunk? I think Brian Leahy would be pretty cool.
I'm thinking back to like Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady.
You know what? I want to see Vince Carter do it now at 40.
He could still do it now. He's had some in-game dunks recently that have just surprised the hell out of me that he's doing at 40 years old. What do you want, Web? What's the time?
I'm done. No! The daddy is young. Oh, Griffin won. I couldn't understand why he wasn't there.
I-N, dog.
I typed E-N-O-N-A-N. That's why I'm so pissed.
Griffon.
Griffin. Griffon.
What was today's quiz, Webster?
Yep.
Yep. So, yeah.
Alright, so today's quiz was, can you name the NBA players with the most points in the paint each season since 2000-2001 season, and it goes up to the 2013-2014 season.
So some of the ones that I was upset about, Antoine Jameson. I always forget about Antoine Jameson.
Elton Brand.
I got Brand.
Brand gets you.
Yeah, Brand gets you a lot.
And you know what the worst part is? I added an E to Curry's name.
C-U-R-R-E-Y?
Yeah. So,
Yo, man.
The internet's gonna rip you to shreds.
I will say though, Amari Stoudemire, I did every combination I could think of with the name, but I just never put that E after the Stoudemire. The E was never in the middle at the right spot. My focus was completely on big centers or point guards who drive a lot.
Yeah.
That's where I was.
Stoudemire and Jefferson really would have been a game changer.
Dwayne Wade was one I was disappointed I didn't get because that was Wade's game back in the day. He was posting Lillard guards up all day and driving. So that was a disappointment for me.
Tony Parker was another one.
He surprised me. Yeah, I was not thinking Tony Parker.
Glad I got Emeka Okafor.
Yes.
I saw the Charlotte in there. I was like, he's the only one.
I seriously was like, who was good on the Hornets back then?
And then I tried Morrison, and I was
okay, so you guys did really well. This quiz is what I'm getting.
It's like really well.
I did.
So the average score was 72.
70%.
72%. I scored a 58%.
Okay.
So I got 81 out of 140.
Okay. Did you do better than Webster?
I did do better than Webster.
So Webster's last. I got a 101.
I didn't do much better than Webster, but I got an 85.
Let's go.
Granted, if I could spell Stoudemire, if he could spell Stoudemire, we probably would have got at least 5 more.
Alright guys, thanks for sticking around and watching the video. You can take the quiz yourself, leave us a comment, tell us about how you did. You can see the standings that are updated now on the screen. Yeah, give us a like if you want to, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. We'll be trying to post there. Thanks again for sticking around. We are the Sports Discourse and I am Mateusz.
Webster.
Free Boban. I'm Anthony.
Until next time. See ya, YouTube.
I got a pee-pee.